Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be making my predictions for the 2018 edition of Extreme Rules. A show on paper that looks like it could be forgettable and nothing really happens, but hopefully we'll get some good matches out of this card. Now on to my predictions. We'll start things with the kickoff match, which features the New Day vs Sanity in a tables match. With this just being a single person has to go through the tables match as of right now, I believe Sanity gets the job done here and wins by putting Xavier Woods through the table again. This will hopefully set Sanity off to go and do bigger and better things and maybe get a run with the SmackDown tag titles in the future. Now on to the main card. We'll start things off with Finn Balor, who will be facing the Constable Baron Corbin. My pick to win here is Finn Balor, as I could see this propelling him on and holding something over an authority figure on Raw and maybe re-energizing Finn Balor onto better things, and maybe putting him back at the top of the Intercontinental title contenders in the future. The next match is for the Raw Tag Team titles, as the team of Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, who have mysteriously lost their name, will take on the B Team. My pick to win here is the B Team. I feel like the B Team getting the win here will just be a transitional run, as I can see a team such as the Revival or the Authors of Pain just surprising out of nowhere coming to get the tag titles. I feel like the B Team will be celebrating for a good bit on Raw, and then all of a sudden, boom, the Authors of Pain are their next contenders at SummerSlam and they just destroy them to get the tag titles. Now on to our next match, which is our first SmackDown match on the main card, which will see Jeff Hardy defending his United States Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. A match that really feels like it has nothing behind it since Shinsuke Nakamura was attacked by a dog and was bitten in his leg and was taken out for 2 weeks. My pick to win here is Shinsuke Nakamura to get his first championship on the main roster. I feel like Nakamura was really starting to hit his stride at the end of the AJ Styles program, and I feel like him getting the United States Championship will reinvigorate him and put him back at the top of the heel side of SmackDown, where he's fending off a bunch of Americans trying to get back their country's title. Match number 4 on the main card will be Carmella defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Asuka, where James Ellsworth will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. If we look at the past 3 shark cage matches, the heel has always came out victorious. With the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering in the shark cage above the ring, they won their match. We had Big Cass versus the Big Show with Enzo in the shark cage. With Enzo being on the Big Show side, that didn't help as Cass won that match. And then we had Kevin Owens defending the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns, where Chris Jericho was above the ring in the shark cage, and Braun Strowman came out to save the day for Owens, as Owens won that match. So with this being the trend, I believe Carmella will keep her SmackDown Women's Championship here, and more than likely go on to defend it at SummerSlam against Becky Lynch, where she'll probably lose it then. Now on to match number 5 of the main card, where it will be Braun Strowman taking on Kevin Owens inside of a steel cage. With all the shenanigans going on between these two, I believe Kevin Owens will somehow find a way to win this match by climbing out of the cage. As we know with Money in the Bank briefcase holders, which Braun Strowman currently is, they tend to lose a lot before cashing in. This could be Braun's one loss, and this way he doesn't have to get pinned or submitted, where Owens can maybe be on Braun's shoulders for something, and he grabs the top of the cage and climbs out. Now match number 6 for the main card will be the Bludgeon Brothers defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the team of Daniel Bryan and Kane, Team Hell No. I believe that the Bludgeon Brothers will keep their SmackDown Tag Team Championships on many fronts, because Kane's currently running for mayor of Knox County, and I don't think a SmackDown Tag Team title run will really help him in the polls. And I feel like Daniel Bryan has a SummerSlam program with The Miz just waiting for him, and the tag titles make no sense into that happening. And with this being the Bludgeon Brothers' really first big SmackDown Tag Team title defense, as they faced the Usos, which was just a rematch, and the team of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, which was just a match to get them over to the next pay-per-view. And I feel like beating Team Hell No will just sustain the Bludgeon Brothers as these huge monsters and help them go on for the future. Now on to match 7, which will put Bobby Lashley against Roman Reigns. A match that could potentially determine the #1 contender for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam to face Brock Lesnar. I feel like the Roman Reigns match has been done to death facing Brock, and putting that at SummerSlam could potentially just put into an all-out riot in Brooklyn. So that's why my pick to win is Bobby Lashley. I feel like Lashley getting this huge win here could maybe propel him out of his whole sisters angle and make us all forget about that for a decent amount of time, where him and Brock can maybe just brawl at SummerSlam. And who knows, maybe this could not lead to a Universal Championship match, and maybe someone who's wearing gold after this show is over could maybe be the guy to face Brock at SummerSlam. Now on to match number 8, which will be a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship, where Dolph Ziggler will defend his title against Seth Rollins. My pick to win here is Seth Rollins. I feel like many of us think that Seth Rollins is the guy who can dethrone Brock Lesnar and take the Universal Championship, and him winning the Intercontinental Championship could set up a champion versus champion match at SummerSlam, or maybe Paul Heyman will come out to whoever wins the Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns match and says, "You have nothing that that Brock wants, and Seth Rollins could come out and say, I think I have something Brock wants, or it's another gold belt that he could maybe collect. And this could lead to an IC versus Universal Championship match at SummerSlam to main event the show, where Rollins slays the Beast and sent him on to facing Daniel Cormier in UFC. Now on to our co-main event of the evening, which will be Alexa Bliss defending her Raw Women's Championship against Nia Jax in an Extreme Rules match. My pick to win here is Alexa Bliss to retain her Raw Women's Championship. I believe she'll keep this title and then face Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam, where then she'll lose her title. I feel like after this match, Alexa will win and she'll start taunting Ronda from the front row, and Ronda will jump the barricade and go attack her, and then a bunch of security will come flying down, and that'll be our way to set up the match for SummerSlam. And now on to our final match of the evening, the main event, which will feature AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship against Rusev. I feel like AJ keeps his championship here, which I believe will lead to a feud against Samoa Joe that will take place at SummerSlam and maybe the pay-per-views after that, which I feel like more than likely will lead to the end of AJ Styles' long championship run, which will then set Samoa Joe off to be the big monster of SmackDown Live that everyone has to go through and more than likely will be getting choked out. So that'll do it for my Extreme Rules 2018 predictions. Leave your thoughts about the show in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.